This shit, cuz. What's up, man? I ain't hit a damn thing. You ain't hit shit.
It be like this sometimes, bro.
Ahí va. Wow, ya pusieron la escalera. Ándale, Andrés, córrele.
No, se corren. Esto no es de chanclas.
Con las manos bien calientes. Lo andan agarrando.
Tres.
Son tres.
Y son chavalos de allá.
Y trae un aparato, el pollero trae algo en la mano.
No van a subir a la...
Lo agarra del cuello. Ah, no, más o menos. ¿A qué lo va amarrando? Mira, ahí le está dando al pollero en el celular este. Le está hablando para ver si en él mira. Por redes Uy, qué alto.
Este flaquito es el que va a correr ahorita, mo. Este es el que lo va a torear, mira. Fíjate.
Eso. Ándale, córrele. Corre bien recio, mira. Vámonos. Hijo de su madre, la migra llegó. Fuck. Ándale, vato.
I give credit where credit is due. I'm probably the most pro anti-Trump comic out there. That
No, you're not.
Shut the fuck up!
No, shut the fuck up. As a white guy trying to talk for black people.
I'm
no,
not.
Bitch, no, you're not.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever try to laugh at his fucking jokes? No. No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You a bitch.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a bitch, goddammit. There's nothing you can say to me I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my suicide note tonight. Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber. Did I say anything racist, Brian?
No, you're good, man.
Yeah, man. Brian is my one Asian friend. That's not racist. It would be racist if I had no Asian friends. What are you doing to stop Asian hate?
What, you mean my face is ruining your shot?
See me in
behave yourself.
I'm just
Go
saying
back to school.
that. Go back to school?
Yeah.
Watch this fitness influencer kick off at a stranger. He's completely ruining her live stream.
Hi guys, so I've just been for my morning run, so I just ran 5k today. So I've been eating healthy, staying hydrated, but it's a bit hard when it's cold these mornings, but Spencer. I'm just filming. So you're just in the shot, that's all. I'm just filming. Just asking you politely, it's fine. The bench right up there.
Right, this is a bench that I sit on every day. So,
Yeah, but-
you know, there's plenty of room in this park, in the loft.
There
So,
is, but I'm just asking
all you've got to do
nicely.
is just ask us to move the camera around then.
Well, I can't move it because it's on the tripod.
Come on, I'm just waiting for the phone call.
Is it alright if you just sit on the bench with
No,
me?
it's not alright.
But like, you're on my live stream, everyone can see you.
Well, move. You move then.
Well, I can't move it because I'm on a live stream.
The legs are sit anyway, so I'm a little bit tired.
Come on, I'm asking you nicely.
I know, yeah, and I'm actually applying nicely
You're
as
going to
well.
be online now, everyone can see you. And you don't,
I don't care, so.
you're kind of ruining it though, isn't it?
What, do you mean my face is ruining your
They're wanting
shot?
to see me in the shot, not you in the shot.
Behave yourself.
Well, they're not wanting to see you sat on the bench.
Well, move then.
Well, that's on the YouTube.
Oh, I don't want to move.
There is a bench literally up there.
Why didn't you go film from that bench then?
Because I'm already filming here, I was here
Yeah,
before
right.
you were.
Enough said.
But,
Look, if you don't like the answer, don't ask the question.
well, I was asking you to be nice, but now I'm kind of telling you. You're in the shot now.
You're telling me?
And it's ruining it a bit for everyone else.
Well, there you go.
We're not going to want to see an old man sat on
Oh, I'm an old man now. Are you bringing ages into our love?
I'm just
Go
saying
back to school.
that... Go back to school?
Yeah.
Sorry, who do you think you are?
Oh, you just had a go at me for the age.
Well, I'm just saying that you're in my shot and I'm trying to film a nice fitness video for my followers.
Fair.
And it's a live stream, this is live,
Right.
and you're ruining it.
Come on.
Well, I do mind, yeah. That's
Right.
the point.
Off your pop. Carry on, then.
Well, I can't carry on while you're in the background.
Why not?
Because you're in the shot, like you can see you.
Yeah.
You're literally in the
Hello.
shot. Yeah.
Hello, guys.
No one wants to see that.
Why not? How do you know what
My
what
followers,
people want
I
to
know what my followers want to
see? Your
see.
followers?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
you're
this is
Jesus
for my
now, are you?
followers. Yeah, the followers that follow my fitness program.
All right.
They're
Okay.
not going to want to see you sat there in the shot.
And what sort of fitness program is it?
Well, it's following my fitness journey.
Oh, you on a journey?
Yeah, to get fit.
Right. Well, I'm staying on.
Like, it's not fair, is it? Like,
Oh. You're from that snowflake brigade, are you? It's not fair.
Right. Sorry about this, guys. We'll go and film somewhere else.
Kick it.
What?
Do it, you little sissy.
You sure?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. You okay?
How to look like you care for the environment. Part 1. Get your friend to film you filling up rubbish bags. With sticks. Part 2. Now pull off an Oscar-winning performance of you struggling in the wind. Part 3. Celebrate your good deed by doing a shitty dance. Part 4. Leave rubbish bags behind once you're done.
Basically,
the bags there. Like, you always really stupid the bags, like, they need to clean up the rubbish, and I've been watching this place every
How you doing?
We'd like to go. Yeah, we're gonna go.
You're gonna go?
Yeah.
This is just an agricultural inspection. I'm wondering where you're traveling from.
It's none of your business.
None of my business?
Yeah.
Hey, Stacy, can I get your help out here, please?
I'd like to keep driving.
I actually need to know if you have any agricultural articles on board.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
It's my job.
We're gonna drive. We're gonna keep driving.
No.
Thank you.
See, you're free to go. Your vehicle. Oh, okay. No, your vehicle needs to stay here.
No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
He's refusing inspection.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep driving.
If you keep driving, I will contact the authorities and have them bring you back to the facility.
On the night of August 16th, 2015, 46-year-old Lakeport resident Bradley Feynman, along with his 2 sons, drove through an agricultural inspection station on Interstate 80 in Truckee, California, near the Nevada-California border, in an attempt to film a video about the constitutional legitimacy of the station. After passing through the station twice without incident, the family was stopped and procedurally asked whether they were in possession of agricultural contraband.
Do you have a warrant?
I don't need a warrant.
Yes, you do. Do you know the 4th Amendment?
There is no search here. This is
Then you're not going to inspect.
Well, you're speaking of an amendment that specifies searching.
It's the
We are
freedom.
not searching, and we
It's
are
a
not
freedom
searching
from being
every
inspected, searched.
Well, no. You're
Yeah.
speaking of
Do you know the 4th
separate-
Amendment?
You're speaking of 2 separate incidents, or
So in other words, I'm free from warrantless searches. Don't you understand the Bill of Rights?
I'm not going to engage in this with you.
In other words, you don't understand the 4th Amendment.
The purpose of the quarantine system and the inspection stations is to preclude admission into the state of 29 different pests which have been quarantined after it having been ascertained that they are destructive to the crops of the state. Not only has multiple courts determined that agricultural inspection stations are constitutional under the 4th Amendment, but they are indisputably vital to both regional ecosystems and state and local economies.
Well, if you'd like to travel into California without the vehicle being inspected,
That's
I will
exactly what I'm
contact
gonna
the
do.
authorities and have them bring you back, and we will conduct the inspection.
No, you're not.
Or they can
You're not
take you
doing
back out of
any.
state.
You're not doing any search
I've
whatsoever.
never said the word search. I'm not.
I don't care
searching
what
your
you call it. If you open up this
Well, then you're
vehicle to
talking
inspect,
about something other than the 4th Amendment.
no, I'm not. You might want to call it something different, but if you try to get inside this vehicle, that's a search. That's a warrantless
You
search.
do not have to say yes, but the conveyance will not pass this point.
Yes, it will.
without being inspected.
You want to watch? Because it will. Are we free to go?
No.
So you're detaining me.
No.
So then I'm free to go.
No. You
Okay.
are free to go. The conveyance will not
Okay.
pass the inspection point.
Am
without
I and my
inspection.
property, are we free to go?
You are free to go anywhere you'd like to in California.
You can't seize my
The
property.
conveyance will not pass
That's
the
my
inspection
property.
point.
While an inspection is technically considered a search, there's a lawful distinction between an administrative inspection and a search executed by police officers. In the 1967 case of Camara v. Municipal Court, the court determined that because an agricultural inspection is not a search which has as its design the securing of information which may be used to effect a further deprivation of life, liberty, or property, and the fact that it is doubtful that any other canvassing technique would achieve acceptable results, the necessity for these searches satisfies the probable cause requirements. Multiple other court decisions have affirmed that inspection stations are not in violation of the 4th Amendment, and Mr. Feynman is effectively saying that his literal interpretation of the 4th Amendment is more accurate than the plethora of legal scholars and professionals which have dedicated years to studying and understanding the law.
Well, as I said, I have other duties to attend to, so I'm going to go ahead and attend to them. If
Okay.
you'd like to wait here for the highway patrol, or you can wait in the parking lot. If you
I'm not
proceed
waiting
without
anywhere.
inspection, then we'll go ahead and call and have them bring you.
I think you've already called.
I'm going to go ahead and take care of my other
Okay, then we're gonna go. Thank you.
He has lights on, but I don't. Okay, now he has lights on.
Yeah, now he's got his lights on.
Finally. Okay.
Let me see your ID. No, thank you. I haven't violated any laws
Yeah,
here.
actually you have, because
No, I
listen,
actually
the
haven't.
ag station
You violated the Food and Agricultural Code by not. You either have to go back out of state,
No.
or you have to be. Okay.
I actually live in the
That's
state.
fine.
Okay.
Why don't you just get out? We'll talk about it. We can straighten this out, and you're on the way.
Actually, I don't need to get out of my vehicle. You can hear
Well,
me.
you kind of do because I'm telling you to. You know.
Do you have a warrant?
Okay, I'll be back.
Do you have probable cause?
Don't leave, okay?
Oh, I'm not leaving.
Okay.
This is a complete violation of my rights. Every single time we come through an inspection station, it's just, if you stand up for your rights, this is what you get.
Okay, step out of the car and with your ID, or we're gonna have to force entry, and it's not gonna be nice. Come out, get a ticket for the agricultural violation, and you're on your way, or you're gonna be going to jail tonight. What's your choice?
So they have a right to search my vehicle without a warrant?
No. Or you can refuse the search and
I
go
did
back
refuse.
and go back to Nevada.
What happens not only you're going to go to jail, depending on their age, they're also going to go to Child Protective Services. And the car.
You're threatening to take my children from me?
Yes, we are.
Wow.
So come on out, let's write a ticket, and you're on your way. I'm trying to make this easy on you.
I'd like to go. That would be easy.
It was going to show how unreasonable you're being, right?
Well, actually, I'm a free citizen. Did you guys take an oath to defend the Constitution?
Oh, so you're a constitutionalist is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Hell yeah.
What are you?
We've had problems
Did
with
you?
this before. But listen to me.
You've what?
What's that? Problems with this before.
You've had problems with this before?
Yes, I have had problems.
With a constitutionalist?
Absolutely.
Can you just roll down the window a little bit so I can talk to you?
Yeah, who are you?
My name's Eric Strecker. I'm a sergeant with the Highway Patrol.
Okay.
I'm off duty because they're dealing with you. Roll down the window so I can talk to you because I can't communicate through a window.
That's as far as I'd like to roll it down.
It's not even down.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so listen,
It is.
I'm just going to be very honest and tell you how this is going to go down, okay? They need to get some information from you. So
They
can
have
write,
no right
Hold
to.
on, just listen. This is my turn. I'm going to tell you how it's going to go, okay?
Sure.
They're going to write you a ticket, and that's all this is. Can you put, so I need to have eye communication. That's all I'm doing. Just don't keep it in my face.
Yeah.
So all he wants to do is write you a ticket. If you can't do that, I'm just being very honest. We're going to have to break the window and get in and take you out, and then you have to go to jail. This is your choice right now. This is not something I want to do. You're not cooperating. We've given you every opportunity we can.
I haven't broken any law.
Do you want me to break your window right now or not?
Do you have a warrant?
We don't need a warrant right now. Let's break the window so we can get in and get them out.
Okay.
This is
Film
this
this.
is your choice right now.
No, it isn't my choice.
Watch
Don't
yourself
break my
because
vehicle.
The door's going down.
Don't
Watch
break my
yourself.
window.
I don't want you to get hurt.
Don't break my window. You will be sued for breaking my window.
I'm breaking your window, and you're going to get drug out, and you're going to jail.
You have no warrant.
I'm giving you one more chance, and this is it. And I'm breaking your window. That's all there is to it.
Well, you're going to violate my rights
Okay,
then.
then I'm violating your rights. If that's what you think I'm doing, I'm not going to get in an argument back and forth with you.
You break
Don't break the window.
No, this is my property.
We do not
Please
consent to
don't
any
break
searches
it.
or seizures.
Look.
Show us a warrant, we'll open up. I promise.
Hey, look, wait. Come here.
Wait, one second.
Wait.
Just wait a second.
If you show me a warrant, I'll let you search the entire vehicle.
I don't want to search your vehicle. I want you to put your little driver's license out the window, and then that way you can do it. If I'm doing this, you're going to go to jail.
The officers break the window and arrest both Mr. Feynman and his 20-year-old son, Vincent. The minor in the vehicle faced no charges. Mr. Feynman went to court in Truckee and was convicted of obstructing or resisting an officer by using threats or force, failing to obey the lawful order of an officer, and refusing to comply with an inspection. Mr. Feynman was sentenced to 12 days in the Nevada County Jail and 30 hours of community service, and his son was sentenced to 4 days in jail and 20 hours of community service. Overall, Mr. Feynman gets an F for being grossly misinformed on the intricacies of the Fourth Amendment and constitutional law as a whole, subjecting his family to a potentially dangerous encounter with police officers to illustrate a petty and ignorant interpretation of individual rights, and for giving the constitutional activism community a bad reputation by engaging in poorly planned and executed acts of rebellion. As an activist, it is your duty to fully comprehend the broad spectrum of nuances surrounding surrounding your cause. And Mr. Feynman's lack of clarity concerning agricultural inspection stations and their association with the Fourth Amendment is a testament to his shallow interpretation of the Constitution. Mr. Feynman's interaction is a prime example of the reckless conduct which will ultimately have a devastating impact on the legitimacy of the constitutional activism movement, and I urge fellow activists to exercise a degree of caution and expertise before carelessly invoking your individual rights. The responding officers of the California Highway Patrol get an A for their unceasing patience, professionalism, and civility. The CHP officers exhausted all alternatives before forcefully entering the vehicle and attempted to reason with Mr. Feynman as much as possible. Upon entering the vehicle, the officers maintained concern for the safety of Mr. Feynman and his family and never brandished a weapon or threatened violence. I commend these officers for acting reasonably and within the bounds of their authority, and for their willingness to compromise with Mr. Feynman despite the absurdity of his conduct.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. If you buy her 2 margaritas, she will pounce right on your penis. After 3 margaritas, she will grab your penis and put it in her mouth. Margaritas. 3, 4. She will grab your penis and ram it right up her anus.
What happens after
2, 3, 4, 5. She will strap it on and peg you.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I'll just call the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license? I am, right? Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir. I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
Officer Beskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why
sir.
are you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
That's it. Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
When Officer Beskin informs Mr. Hyde that he was speeding and texting, Mr. Hyde demands to see the video evidence. However, officers are under no obligation to provide evidence to citizens to justify their traffic stops, and Mr. Hyde typically would only be legally entitled to see any video footage that existed if he challenged the citations and the video was to be used as evidence against him. Although Section 318.14 of the Florida statutes requires the government to prove traffic offenses beyond a reasonable doubt in court, this burden can be satisfied without video evidence of any kind. For instance, Section 316.1906 of the Florida statutes allows evidence of the speed of a vehicle measured by any radar speed measuring device to be admitted if it is obtained by an officer who meets certain conditions, such as satisfactory completion of a radar training course and who has made an independent visual determination that the vehicle is operating in excess of the applicable speed limit, and obtained the radar evidence when conditions permit the clear assignment of speed to a single vehicle. Video evidence is also not required for an officer to stop stop a vehicle for speeding. Because Officer Beskin advised Mr. Hyde of his exact speed, it is likely that she used radar to capture his speed. But even if she had only stopped Mr. Hyde because it looked like he was speeding, it is likely a court would find that she had reasonable suspicion to make the stop.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to you, boss.
You want your paperwork? 14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 Newbury Bell Street? You don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
Are you going to be issued a
There's
citation?
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration. Alright. You're going to be issued a citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is $256. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty. An option to plead not guilty and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license.
Why are you lying?
You have 30 days to reply.
Why are you lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in case you have any questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citation's over here. You can accept them. I will wait, but I will wait on my car. There you go.
Throughout his interaction with Officer Beskin, both before and after she issues him citations, Mr. Hyde makes several comments that imply he will use his influence in the police department to get her fired if she continues with the traffic stop or issues him any citations. While attempting to intimidate a police officer is inarguably unethical, a court could also conclude that Mr. Hyde's actions violated Florida criminal law. Section 838.021 of the Florida statutes defines the crime of corruption by threat against a public servant, which is a felony offense, and states that, quote, "It is unlawful to threaten to harm any public servant with the intention to influence the performance of any act or omission within the official discretion of the public servant, in violation of a public duty, or in performance of a public duty." Because Section 838.014 of the Florida statutes defines the term harm as meaning, quote, "pecuniary or other loss, disadvantage, or injury to the person affected, threatening an officer's job would certainly qualify as a threat of harm, and attempting to influence an officer not to write a citation would likewise fall under the scope of this statute.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I'll fight the citation. I'll fight your employment.
Sarge Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Speeding 57 and a 40, texting while driving, failure to produce his registration. When I asked, he told me I could look it up.
Okay. You know who he is?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you got identified him?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Hyde, you talked to Sergeant Frangione by the phone?
I did, yeah.
Okay. He's on his way. That's
How
what
do you
another
give
unit.
someone a certificate, ticket for no registration when they've got the registration?
Well, this one is the expired one, but...
Well, that doesn't make it. It'll take 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful.
Mr. Hyde argues that because he eventually provided a copy of his registration certificate to Officer Beskin, he should not have been cited for refusing to present his registration, despite the fact that it was expired. However, even if his registration certificate had not been expired, it is possible that Mr. Hyde could still be cited with a violation of the registration statute. Section 320.0605 of the Florida statute states that, quote, "The registration certificate or an official copy thereof shall, at all times while the vehicle is being used or operated on the roads of this state, be in the possession of the operator thereof, or be carried in the vehicle for which issued, and shall be exhibited upon demand of any authorized law enforcement officer." A violation of this statute is a non-criminal traffic infraction, and although Section 318.18 of the Florida statutes allows the clerk of the court to dismiss a case under this statute if the driver can show proof of having a valid registration at the time of arrest, this is not required. Additionally, Mr. Hyde's initial refusal to provide his registration may have violated Section 316.072 of the Florida statutes, which states that, quote, "It is unlawful and a misdemeanor of the second degree for any person willfully to fail or refuse to comply with any lawful order or direction of any law enforcement officer." Mr. Hyde's conduct could also constitute resisting an officer without violence, which Section 843.02 of the Florida statute statutes defines as resisting, obstructing, or opposing any officer in the lawful execution of any legal duty, without offering or doing violence to the person of the officer. Given this precedent, a court would likely conclude that Officer Beskin would have been within her authority to arrest Mr. Hyde for violating either of these statutes when he repeatedly refused to present his registration certificate.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time. She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Grangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
Mr. Hyde eventually took the citations and drove away, after securing a promise that Officer Beskin's body camera footage would be reviewed. On February 22nd, Mr. Hyde issued a public apology for his actions on social media, and has since dropped out of the Republican primary. Although the Sarasota PD has not issued a public comment on the incident, a spokesperson indicated that Officer Beskin's actions were not under review. Court records show that Mr. Hyde's speeding and texting while driving citations were paid on February 21st, 2022. But as of the date of this episode, he has not paid the fine for the registration citation. Overall, Officer Beskin gets an A+ for remaining calm and professional throughout the encounter, treating Mr. Hyde with civility and respect despite his hostility, and working to de-escalate the situation in the face of threats to her career. Although Officer Beskin likely would have been within her authority to arrest Mr. Hyde at several points during their exchange, she instead exercised her discretion to try to de-escalate the situation by calling a supervisor and waiting at the scene until he arrived. And she maintained a cordial and professional demeanor while Mr. Hyde insulted her, made comments about her nationality, and threatened to have her fired. Former candidate Hyde gets an F for maintaining a hostile and angry demeanor throughout the encounter, attempting to misuse his political influence to avoid being cited for traffic offenses, and potentially committing multiple crimes during the traffic stop. Much of this interaction's escalation can likely be attributed to Mr. Hyde's ego, and his apparent sense of entitlement based on his position in the community and his contributions to the Sarasota PD. In fact, Mr. Hyde admitted as much in an apology letter he wrote in the Sarasota Herald Tribune, stating that, quote, "I admit that I did expect the reception that I get from most local cops, which is a positive one, because I have fought, in my aggressive manner, on their behalf on everything from officer pay to internal affairs matters. At the point when I realized that my rather silly statement, 'Do you know who I am?' wasn't going to work, I should have shut up and let it go, but I didn't. Unfortunately, instead of restraint and a little humility, it was righteous indignation that ran through my veins. It in no way excuses his attempts to abuse his political sway for personal gain."